Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, we're making our way very quickly towards the end game, and we're having a ball. We are building our new capital city today, but first we have a rocket that is looking to land, so let's go ahead and drop that thing down. We don't want it to run out in orbit, and we definitely want to make sure that we can go ahead and do some more missions. So let's see, is that all of them? I think, yes that is. Let's go ahead and find if we have another planetary mission up over here. Looks like we're currently working on more seed vegetation, and I think we should continue this trend. There's not really too many more of these that we're going to need to do, but at the same time, it always needs to be done. So let's go ahead and we will go with the rowboat, and then our little tugboat can also go ahead and go for the other. There we are, that'll work out perfectly. So that'll be another 15%. That'll take us to 45, and as you can see, the planet is getting remarkably nice and green, which is very good to see. So either way, we will let that be for now. Let's go ahead and go back to what we were originally planning for this episode. So, first things first, we're going to need to decorate this very fancy capital city. We've already chucked on a couple of outside decorations. That's just, well, it's sort of mandatory for something like this. It's definitely going to be needed. We have a good universal supply depot up over here. We're slowly producing, well, we're slowly acquiring what we need, but I think what we're going to do is to help all of our buildings go, we're going to build a couple of universal depots around the place, and we're just going to have these set to maximum with all things, and that way if we do need anything, we'll always have access. As we more or less need to have our shuttles bringing us everything that we can possibly use. So we'll build that, we'll pop this one over by here as well. That'll be fun. Again, if we have plenty, that's sort of the aim. Oh yes, and we'll go for one more and we'll pop that. Actually, can we squeeze this just down here? Yes, we can. Alright, that works out rather well. So there we are. That should be everything that we possibly need. And it looks like we have plenty of drones. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll drop 10 off in each of these places. That'll give us a decent number. And should hopefully get everything up and running. Alright, and that will also free up our RC commander to go ahead and work on something else. Maybe over here if something's necessary. Either way, that'll be fine. Yeah, you're going to need a couple more shuttles. We'll go ahead and get you up and running. We'll definitely need a specific depot for fuel. That seems only reasonable. We'll pop that there. Make sure that you always have a little bit of fuel there. And I think that's good. So let's get started. First things first, decorations. What do we want? I think we'll go ahead and let's start with, I think we'll do some gardens for maybe this first row. Let's go, oh wait a second, let's go ahead and make a couple of, oh no, we already have a big decoration in the very center. That's nice. But we'll do a bunch of different statues as we go across in the center. I think we'll also go ahead and maybe, yeah, small gardens. Let's do some of those near the front, just as everything is nice and presentable. And then let's go ahead and chuck in a couple more. And then what do we do with the last ones? Can we go... Actually, this is an outside building with a lamp. Okay, well... You know what? This is kind of a... Yeah, let's just go ahead and we will go ahead and just decorate these entire sides with a whole bunch of extra lighting. Is it over the top? Is it needed? No, and oh, yeah, either way, long story short, we're here for exuberance, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We'll run that along pretty much everywhere. We'll leave... Actually, no, we'll go ahead and we will light all the way around our... Where is it? Oh no, uneven terrain. You know what? We don't need to light it. We don't need it backlit. That'll be fun. We'll go ahead and do that, and then let's go everywhere along here. I will leave a nice couple of spaces for the big monument, and then we'll keep on going down the rest of the side. Again, is this really needed? Not exactly, but again, it does look awfully good. Alright, and that should be all that we need. Alright, so that'll be that. And then I think we'll leave... Actually, you know what? No, let's just... Oh wait, we don't have as much room down there. You know, we'll leave this as a darker area. That'll be fine. Let's start going ahead and then chucking on in some... No, small garden doesn't work. Small fountains. Yes, fountains. That is a sign of wealth, isn't it? Let's go ahead and do a couple of those. And then in the final little decorative places, we'll get them started. All right, so plenty of gardens, plenty of fountains, plenty of statues. That seems good to me. Lots of lighting so people know that we're fancy. And then what else do we need? We're going to go for a large garden. Yeah, let's go with a large garden here. We'll go one on either side. I think that would look rather fancy. And then we can also go ahead and do... What else can we do? Maybe we do some housing? Yeah, let's go for housing. Let's not go for apartments. That's a little bit lower than what we can do. Let's go ahead and we're going, again, after all, to make this for the most of fancy of people. Maybe we just build nothing but Olympus hotels. We could do that. These are the Olympus Heights. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Yeah, this is for the most wealthy of wealthy. Let's go ahead and add some housing over here, some over there, and then maybe a couple more. Yeah, we'll go with all of the grandest of views. So that'll be, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's enough for 100. Let's go and kick that up to 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. I think that's not bad. And then we'll go ahead and start working on some basics. Let's go ahead and let's go for services. Security station first and foremost. We're going to have one of them at the door. If you're going to go ahead and come through the under the banner, you have to, of course, have security nearby just to make sure that all the drones are not up to any mischief. Then let's go ahead and what else do we want? An amphitheater. I think a couple of amphitheaters seems appropriate. Let's go ahead and bring those over here. We'll have a nice little collection of theatres all the way around. This will be our where we'll put on plays and whatever else, you know, appeal to the masses of wealthy people. And then let's go. We'll chuck on in an open air gym. We'll go and put that. Where do we want that? We'll go. You know what? Let's go ahead and pop that near the shuttle bay. I think that seems appropriate. You know, just in case you're going for a quick run, land, zip off to somewhere else, that'll be fine. And then, what else can we do? A space bar, of course. Let's make sure that all of the movers and shakers have somewhere to wet their whistle. Let's go ahead and... let's pop that near the arts centre. And then let's also... Oh yeah, make sure we have an infirmary. We'll need a couple of these. We'll build one over here, another one over there. And then let's go with a third. And you know what? I'm even going to go ahead and chuck in a fourth one. I just want to make sure that everybody has very good access. Same with the diners. Let's go ahead and we will keep them roughly around the others as well. Just so everyone knows that, you know, if for some reason you acquire an allergic reaction or something like that, you will be able to be attended to. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. What else do we want? I suppose some grocers wouldn't go out out of the way. So let's put one over here, one over there. And then let's chuck in some art stores. That seems good. We'll even put one near the security station. And then another one up over there. That should be fine. And then what else do we need? Electronic stores. Definitely. We'll go ahead and we'll place one over here. One over here. And we'll go for another one over there. And then what else can we do? Let's go for... I don't really know. What else do we need? Maybe we chuck in a... Hang on. Is there meant to be a virtual reality place that's somewhere? We've got some science. Nah, we're not going to be doing science. That seems unlikely. We don't need... Oh, we should probably have a school for the gifted. Yeah, we should have at least one or two of them. After all, that is going to be a thing. We'll go ahead and we'll place them in separate places. Let's go ahead and... Do we need a university as well? You know what? We're probably not even going to make that much use out of this university, but I think it's only appropriate that we have one for those who can afford it. We'll build up a play... Oh, actually, we need a nursery, don't we? Let's go ahead and we'll put the nursery... Let's put this over by the field. We'll build a couple of these here. 24. And then you know what? Let's pop another one over here. So that should probably sustain us fairly well. And then let's build a playground. Again, that's also going to be fairly important. We'll do a couple of these. And... what else do we need? We're going to go ahead and we've got a couple of schools. We've got a couple of nurseries. We've got a couple of playgrounds. That's all good. So I think that should be us settled. And then what about... Oh, you know what? We need an amusement park. We're going to get bored at some stage. So we're going to go ahead and pop one of those in here. Let's also go ahead and chuck on in a casino. Of course, high rollers need access to spend their money. And then I think that's probably going to be about it for now. Yeah, let's go with a couple more gardens. Let's go with a... Ooh, let's go with a pond. Yeah, we'll chuck a pond up near the center. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we'll go off to the side. We'll go ahead and chuck one of them over here. We'll do a couple of ponds. And then maybe chuck in a small garden in the middle. Yeah, and then I think that'll do. So we'll go ahead and fill in some of the gaps in some of these spots. Again, no point in wasting our very precious space up here. And then what else can we do? Well, that's actually pretty good as far as decorations are concerned. So I don't know, what else do we do? Do we maybe chuck in a second open-air gym just for good measure? Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and put them near the parks. That'll be fine. And then let's go ahead and chuck in a biotics workshop. You know, just in case they want to see what it's like to work with the rest of people. And we'll also go ahead and throw in a VR workshop. In fact, you know what? VR workshops sound like that would be the best thing. So let's go ahead and chuck in 2 more of those. And I think we'll clear out the rest of those vacant spaces after everything gets built, because realistically that's going to take us a little bit to create, and if we've missed anything I would rather know sooner than later. Alright, wow, look at all of these shuttles. They are there's a stack of them. Alright, let's go ahead and add on in more prefabs just to make sure that our drones know what to do. That should be fairly sufficient for now. RC Commander, I suppose you can go ahead and help build a few things for now. It does look like... Oh no, never mind. You seem to have finished your work here, so... What do we do? We, Where are you all heading? I don't know exactly what they're planning on doing, but it looks like they're Oh, hang on a second. They're zipping down through the tunnel. Huh. Okay. Well, either way, we'll make this dumping site disappear. We'll get rid of that. Our RC Commando, we can send you over. And now we can work on another dome. So, you know what? What do we have? Going to a special project. Alright, you're all getting ready.
Research
Hang on a
complete.
second. Tugboat. Why on earth are you not going anywhere? I thought we told you to disappear. Go ahead and do a mission for us, please and thank you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and leave that there. We'll let a little bit of time go by, because again, we're still trying to get this vegetation to go. We're at almost 1/4%. But we're going to go ahead and... we're going to need to, yeah, put a little bit of housing in here. So let's go ahead and get that started. Going to start with a dome. Let's go with a medical center. Medical center? Yeah, I think that seems fair enough. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll chuck on in a couple of apartments. One over there, 2 and 3. Actually, you know, let's just make that 4. That should be fine. And then we'll build, yeah, some more of the services. I think that'll be all good. That's what we need. And then let's go for a couple of grocers. Actually, let's see what we can fit on in here. Huh. Looks like I've actually got some of these in the wrong spot. Let's go ahead and cancel that for a second. We're going to go ahead and... yeah, place that down the bottom there. And yeah, that seems to be the outermost point, needs to be where we're putting these. Because that way... hang on a second, did we leave any extra room? No, we didn't. Okay, so that's... yeah, that is the better way of doing things. We'll pop that there. That'll be, what's that, 100 odd people? I think that's about good enough. We'll go ahead and chuck on in a farm. That's got some pretty decent benefits for our people as far as comfort and all is concerned. Again, it's not like we really need it, but it's fun to have nonetheless. You know, especially if we have children and things, we want to show them how the world works. And yeah, growing plants is a pretty good way of doing that. And then... oh, wait a second. I still have hit paused. I'm very much in that practice. Let's go ahead and... we're going to go ahead and... what do we do? Oh, we could have gone for living quarters and things like that, but you know what? I don't think that's really too much of an issue. We're going to go ahead and leave... oh no, we don't need an infirmary. Go for a diner. That's what we're after. We'll go ahead and pop one of those in here. Let's build... oh, Marsquake. Okay. We'll go ahead and pop in another one there. So that's a diner. Let's chuck in a grocer or two. We'll put them one over here and one over there. Let's do a space bar. Let's go ahead and add on in art stores. We'll chuck one of you there. We'll do an electronics store. And I think we'll go ahead and, yeah, you know what? An amphitheater. That's not a bad idea. And I think then we can go ahead and chuck in a biorobotics workshop. And then an art shop as well. Just to make sure that people have something to do during the day. And then let's chuck in a gym. And I think that's kind of the basics all pretty well covered. Yeah. So we'll slowly allow people to come back on in. That'll be fine. We will go ahead and chuck in some storage over here, specifically for food. These guys are a little bit further away than most other domes, so we'll try and make sure that that's always full. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that's some more metals gone. Yeah, we're doing pretty well, it seems. Looks like we've got some very good numbers. I haven't looked at that for a second, so that's not bad to see. Let's also go ahead and land our rockets, see if we can go ahead and do a couple more vegetation missions if possible. Yep, Caravel, you're ready to land. Let's go ahead and... oh, Nope, never mind. Taking off, and... Alright, well, either way, we seem to be doing okay. Let's go ahead and prepare that for another space. Seed vegetation. No? What about you? There we go. We seem to have 3 of these at a time, so it's kind of convenient the amount of rockets we have. A couple of tourists are departing Mars. That's fine. That's not really been a concern of ours. It just sort of is what it is. And then... yeah, you know what? Everything's looking really good. So let's go ahead and we'll open the dome. Berths are allowed for now. We don't need passages for work or services. My apologies there for that hiccup there. And I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah. All of these have access to the home collective, so we'll go ahead and get those upgraded. We'll go ahead and with our schools, we'll go ahead and pick up... oh, actually, you know what? It sounds like a little bit of fun. Yes, we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this high society and we're going to turn it into a bit of a cult. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to make it religious. We're going to have them survival based, and then we're going to make them do we make them enthusiastic or nerdy? I think we make them enthusiastic at what they're after. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I think that sounds rather fun. Yeah, that's not a bad plan. Alright, let's also go ahead and make sure that we have all of these shifts open. Let's get all of the upgrades available. I don't know if whether we're going to use the server spots or not. I do think that could be rather fun. We might end up needing some more VR workshops. In fact, you know what? That's actually not the worst idea, come to think about it. Maybe we do just upgrade our diners and have electronics looking after the thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So that's that sorted. Let's go ahead and get the art store sorted. The infirmaries still need proper people, and that's okay. But everything else... yeah, electronic stores, art stores... oh dear, we're going to have to go through one at a time, aren't we, and have access to the nighttime shifts. Casino, you can open up. Let's see, do that one. You can be open during the day. You've got the behavioral melding. Let's set you to automatic. You can go ahead and work on that too. Oh, wait a second, that control clicked. Hopefully that doesn't change things in the other ones. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure whether we've just stuffed up some of our other ones, but you know what, for now, it's an upgrade. I know it's toggleable on and off, so it's not the end of the world. It's just not necessarily the most optimal direction for things. And come on, there we go. All right, activate that. You've got all of this. VR workshops, Olympus's hotel. Well, let's check in. Oh yeah, so what was it? Religious, survivor, and enthusiast. Alright, so survivor, religious, and enthusiast. Alright, excellent. And then... yep, spacebar, workshops, diners. My goodness, it's a very slow process trying to get all of this sorted out. But, you know, once we've got it done, we are done. And we don't really have to worry about anything else. So I think that that is good. Yeah, worst comes to worst, we'll build up a couple more workshops to make sure that everyone has a job. And we'll let server spots look after everything else. I think that works out rather well. Because again, why would they want lowly people to be serving? They would want a robot to do it. Because again, as I said, hoity-toity people doing hoity-toity things. So we'll leave that be, and I think that's rather good. We do need to, of course, make sure that we have... yeah, plenty of access to the sanatorium. And I think... what do we have? We're accepting colonists, we just haven't got any here yet. Okay, but you know what? I'm sure that that will get sorted out in the near future. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out well. Alright, so... I have a few buildings not working. Okay, that's nothing for us to really worry about. That's probably all of these. Oh wow, we have all of these upgrades. Let's go ahead and make sure that we get all those polymer upgrades done and dusted. And I don't know, is there anything else we can really afford to be doing? Well, we're still working on all those prefabs, so we've got plenty of access down for all of that. Let's check in on maybe some of these. Let's go ahead and grass and bushes, I think we're going to go ahead and do. Yeah, 2 types of plant there, that'll be fine. Cover all of this. I'm not really sure what else we can really squeeze on in. It does look like we've done a pretty good job of getting all of this up and running. The soil is improving no matter where we go, which is excellent news. You know what? Let's add on in another
No active
forestation
research.
plants.
Research
Yeah, here we go. We
complete.
can go ahead and pop this in here. That'll be within the range of the drone hub. Yeah, we'll pop that there. Let's go ahead and pick up a couple of techs yet again. Again, making us money, but again, it's not like it's one way or the other. It's just, it's doing very, very well for us. And how many colonists have we got? We have just under the 1,000 that we're after. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. In fact, it's kind of ridiculous, really. All right. Yeah, all of this soil is slowly improving. You can see it already, all this extra greenery. Let's go ahead and add on in maybe another couple of lakes. We'll chuck on in... what is it? Uneven terrain. Alright, we'll put one over there. We'll go... chuck in another one over here. Let's then chuck in maybe some smaller lakes. Let's go ahead and put that there. Build another one over here. And then do we go ahead and chuck one up over here as well? Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a regular size lake. We'll pop it over. Hang on a second. Is there a little spot we could do? We'll go. Yeah, we'll put this one right over here and another one up over there. And then at some point, what I'm thinking we do is maybe we chuck in another little dome down here. Maybe a little trigon dome. And then we'll see about, you know, having a nice little forest retreat. I think that sounds rather fun. Yeah, and realistically, it's not that far out of the ordinary. We could even chuck in another tunnel up over here and have that pop out down over there. It's not that crazy, but it would be rather nice. Alright, otherwise I think we're doing fairly well. Yeah, all of this no longer needs the attention that we used to give it. 2 fuel got stolen. Oh no. Anyway. Oh dear, hang on a second. We have lots of jobs and unemployed. Okay, so... Whoa, okay, that was a little noisy. Yeah, we have a few unemployed people. I think this could potentially be because of what we did before. Yeah, let's get the diner up and running. We have the service bots. Okay, let's go ahead and disable this. That's my fault. We've gone ahead and we've caused ourselves our own troubles here. I completely forgot about some things. Alright, let's cancel that construction there. Why are you red? Oh, you're turned off, that's fine. Whoop. We'll go ahead and reopen you, disable the service bots. Yeah, disable the service bots. Yeah, this is quite unfortunate. Yeah, this is very unfortunate indeed. Alright, well, at least we have the grocers. Not everything is necessarily being toyed with. But again, this is kind of a little bit annoying because we've now made a whole stack of our population no longer needing to work. Oh, holographic scanner, sure. Let's go ahead and that one is an upgrade we can give to everybody. Yeah, let's just check. All of that's all good. Alright then. Well, I think that's going to be fine. And, yeah, if there's anything that I've missed, I might go ahead and deactivate some of these shenanigans. in the off time. Otherwise, you're going to see me go through almost every single building, and I don't believe that would be remotely close to entertaining, as much as that is a gigantic stuff up on my end. But I think that is at least one reasonable thing that I can do. So either way, we'll come back and we'll pick up and we'll try and finish off the rest of the vegetation in the next episode. Who knows, maybe it might even take one or two more. But either way, I'm looking forward to finally being completed with this mission. So if you, with this playthrough. So if you do want to see the very end, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.